Congratulations and welcome to Unit 3. You have made it through Unit 1 and Unit 2. And now we're in the home stretch, Unit 3. This is our research module of the course. Let's take a look. There are 3 parts to this unit. Unit Part 3.1 involves understanding purpose, audience, and context, and it's worth 5% of your total course grade. This unit part includes a class discussion, D2L posts, and short writing assignments. The goal of this unit part is to help you learn about the rhetorical concepts, audience, purpose, and context that you'll need to analyze when you move through the rest of the unit. So 3.1 is really a foundational unit. You can see that you have a rhetorical analysis video and quiz to start off, reading rhetorically, which are some questions that help you apply the stuff you learned in that video and quiz, and then the discussion post about the real reason to wear a mask, where you'll practice your 2-part credibility analysis, the textual critique, and reader reflexivity. You'll include a summary of the most important ideas in the article and your personal reaction to the article. You'll also need an MLA works cited. The discussion that you're doing on Sunday, the 28th, is one that models the work that you'll be doing in Part 3.2, your Pandemic Research Archive. So for Unit Part 3.2, this is 20% of your course grade. This is your archive. It involves a discussion and then several archive discussion posts. Each week that the archive is, that we're working on the archive, you'll post 1 article, 1 video, and 1 image. You'll total 3 articles, 3 videos, and 3 images. Each week, you'll also post 2 responses to your classmates. As with all of our responses, there'll be 50 words minimum, and you have to include that word count in the response. The dates for the archive posts and the response are here in our calendar, and they'll in your syllabus, and they'll also be posted on news items. On the 23rd, which is actually the timing of Unit 3.1, but more applicable to 3.2, you're going to post your what aspects of COVID-19 are you interested in researching discussion. This is a discussion where you're really going to think about what you want to learn about COVID-19. What claim could you make about COVID-19? And I'm going to give you some feedback that'll help you revise that claim to make it more specific. You're going to talk about your interests and what you might want to do in terms of your research before you start your research, so I can make sure that your research is focused and you're working on finding sources that'll best help you with Part 3.3, the annotated bibliography. Each archive post has specific requirements. The articles that you choose, or videos that you choose, or images, none of that has to be peer-reviewed or from an academic database, but they need to be reliable and credible sources. So you're going to have to do some research into who the author is and evaluate the credibility of the source by looking at its language, content, and publication value. Along with the link to the article, you're going to post a 2-part credibility analysis that includes a textual critique and reader reflexivity responses, a 100-word minimum summary of the most important ideas in the article, a 100-word minimum personal reaction to the article, where you can pretty much just write about what you're thinking, and an MLA works cited format. This is the same format for your article post and your video post. The image post is going to be slightly different, and those differences will be articulated in the course. You can find the article posting guidelines in Unit Part 3.2 in our D2L course, and they will outline exactly what you're supposed to post. In terms of images, you can post more scholarly images that come from articles. They can be memes, they can be TikToks, they can be anything that you like, as long as they help you discuss the specific aspect of COVID-19 that you're researching for your archive. All of the foundational work with rhetorical concepts and research work that you're doing culminates in the final project for the class, Unit Part 3.3, the annotated bibliography. You'll be completing a discussion that is designed to make sure that you understand what goes into your bibliography. After you've read the bibliography assignment, you'll complete a discussion post that asks you to critique or offer feedback to a sample annotated bibliography entry. I'll give you feedback on this discussion to make sure that you understand exactly what goes into that bibliography before you have to post it. The whole purpose of this discussion is to get a little advanced bibliography feedback and for me to make sure that you understand exactly what the assignment's asking. So you might be wondering, why do I have to write an annotated bibliography? Well, the purpose of annotated bibliographies is that they make research easier. By summarizing and evaluating sources as you read them, you make rereading and finding what you need simpler. You kind of create a first draft of a paper by thinking about each source in writing. You won't be writing a paper based on this bibliography, but the bibliography will show me what you could do with these sources if you were to write a paper. The requirements for your bibliography are that you have a minimum of 4 sources. You have to have one claim for your entire bibliography that each source can be used to develop, just like you would in a research project. Each source needs to have an MLA Works Cited reference, a 150-word minimum summary, and a 150-word minimum evaluation. There's a really good chance that your summaries will already be parts of your research archive that you can copy, paste, and revise. The evaluations will be something that you have to write in addition. Strong bibliographies have specific claims. The claim states an opinion or an argument that can be backed up with the sources in your bibliography. Strong claims avoid value judgments, and they connect to the bibliography sources. You want to avoid something like COVID is bad or COVID is good. I doubt anybody would say that, but you want to make sure that you're making a specific argument. Teachers have had to change X, Y, and Z based on COVID. Small businesses have been affected in X, Y, and Z ways. I'm not asking you to solve everything, but your claim has to be a specific opinion statement about COVID-19 that you can use the research from your archive to back up. Strong bibliographies have correct works cited entries. Correct citations make it easier to find your sources later, and whether later be your paper or another time that you want to talk about these kinds of ideas. Strong bibliographies have detailed summaries and evaluations. Your summary has to be 150 words minimum. It's going to be thick and detailed. You have to refer to specific moments in your source. The moments the moments that you summarize are important to your source and important to your claim. Your evaluations are where you talk about how you're going to use the source or how you would use the source to develop your claim, your bibliography's claim. So again, you'll refer to specific moments, show evidence of using the source to think through your bibliography's claim, and discuss how the source would be used in a paper if you were going to write one. So Unit 3 assignments are, 3 major parts. 3.1 is understanding rhetorical concepts, and in that you have a video, a video and 2 discussions. The archive asks you to post 3 articles, 3 videos, and 3 images, 1 of each week, and then respond to 2 classmates each week. The annotated bibliography includes a discussion, your draft of your bibliography, and your final bibliography. If you have any questions about these assignments, feel free to pass by office hours on Monday and Wednesday, 12 to 1, within our course communications in Zoom, or you can always shoot me an email at april.sikorsky@brazosport.edu, and we can find a better time to meet or discuss your concerns over email. Thanks so much, and I really look forward to your research.